Conundrum says, Loma, what's the narrative, if any, right now? You always talk about how that's something you majorly consider when trading. The narrative right now for me is the elections. That's a perfect question. I was glad that you asked that, because it comes down to basically the title of our stream, right? Occam's razor, which is sometimes the simplest explanation is the correct explanation. So many times you see people draw these convoluted, complex narratives together, and some of it might be true and some of it might not be. But they come up with a conclusion and then they trade off of it, and there's so many moving pieces. If you look at the markets, if you date back to 2020, literally go back to 2020, you can see that the simplest explanations have always been the right direction, which is, oh, when COVID was first hit, what happened? Literally everything died, right? That was March 2020. That was one of the worst days in crypto history, if not the worst. That was when Bitcoin went down like 40%, ETH went down like 50, 60%, BitMEX shut down the exchanges, all of those things. And then as soon as people started to do the buybacks, the unemployment grants, the business grants, the government buying stocks, etc., printing money, everything went up. And if you just traded off the very simple explanation that, oh, COVID, pandemic, bad, I need to get out, and then, oh, well, they're sending money and inflating all the businesses, the government's doing everything it can to hold everything afloat, everything's artificially scammed up, Trump is out there saying stocks are gonna go up, he's the fucking president. Isn't that the simplest explanation that, wow, okay, well, I think we should be bullish? Likewise, I present to you the fact that we have elections coming up. There is so much uncertainty. You have the summer seasonality where the simplest answer is that people go on fucking vacation. People do things during the summer. Institutions cut back on risk because of this. Would it not make sense for the market to chop until that is over? And the simplest explanation is yes. Because the world is indecisive or on vacation or both, there's a good chance that the market that consists of these market participants should reflect that. If everyone is on vacation or waiting for the results of the election, waiting to see what happens, and there's a lot of indecision, there's a lot of back and forth, it's a 50-50 kind of thing, who knows who's going to take it, wouldn't that be reflected in the market? And the answer is yes. That's the current narrative. The current narrative is that we don't know what the fuck is going on. People need to take on less risk. That's the literal narrative, if you've seen it. Lots of people are just on vacation, chilling, resting, off work, taking their vacation days. Like, I promise you, as someone who has been in the finance industry in the US, it is very real. Not all companies, the larger players do enjoy their literal 9 to 5s. Like at 5 o'clock, they are out, they are done. There's no risk, things don't really get done, things just get maintained during the summer. The kids are home and all of that, people have families. It's the air quotes work-life balance. Happens all the time, every year actually.